This morning in Medjugorje, the silence that had prevailed for decades was broken by something invisible yet powerful. After years of restraint, a spiritual movement swept through the village like a wind preceding a storm, and Father Petar, the priest designated to announce to the world the 10 secrets entrusted to the visionaries, uttered words that made the ground tremble beneath the feet of the faithful. His voice carried weight and responsibility, but also a firmness that admitted no doubt. He declared that the time of preparation had begun, and at exactly 6:45 a.m., witnesses claimed to have seen an intense light envelop the window of Mirjana Dragicevic's room, so strong that many said it seemed as if the sun had risen twice in the same dawn. There was no plausible explanation. Mirjana appeared pale, holding her rosary with trembling hands, and murmured that soon everything would be clarified. Hours later, the priest climbed towards the Blue Cross, a place of deep prayer, and remained there kneeling, holding a small envelope as if sustaining a mystery that weighs more than the world. A nun who witnessed the scene stated that heaven seemed to be speaking directly to him. When he rose, his eyes were marked by an unusual gravity, and he asked that those who believe be informed that the time of decision had begun. Then he left without interviews or official statements, but the message spread like wildfire. Something is stirring beneath the visible surface, and hearts around the planet are beginning to feel it. This is not rumor. It is the trembling that precedes the great upheaval. Mirjana is one of the 6 children who, in 1981, claimed to have seen the Virgin Mary on Apparition Hill and, like the other 10, received revelations about future events that will occur in sequence. However, she bears the unique mission of keeping the secrets until the exact moment and delivering them to Father Petar, who must announce them 7 days before each event. For decades, pilgrims have visited the village. Conversions have flourished, healings have been reported, but the secrets have remained sealed until now. The atmosphere has changed perceptibly. An Italian pilgrim reported arriving unplanned and crying all night, feeling at the same time an inexplicable peace, as if she were being prepared for something imminent. The priest remains silent, but his countenance betrays the weight he carries. Meanwhile, Mirjana has returned to writing after months of blank pages, noting that when a mother's heart trembles, even heaven finds its voice. Many ask why now, in January 2026, amidst global tensions and moral confusion. Perhaps because divine timing never fails, perhaps because when everyone thinks nothing will happen, that's exactly when everything begins. Sources close to her report that before the revelation there will be profound confusion, a spiritual crisis that will test faith. Truth will be rejected as intolerance and lies celebrated as virtue. In this scenario, those who persevere in prayer will shine. Those who fast will find strength. Those who consecrate themselves will remain firm. The secrets will not be punishment but an invitation to truth. Each person will be faced with a choice, with God or against him. The first secret, according to reports, will be a supernatural sign visible to all, impossible to explain by science. A landmark that will indicate the beginning of prophetic time. Mirjana has already stated that when this occurs, the world will no longer be the same. It will not be punishment, but light, a clarity that will reveal consciences. And this is frightening because few are prepared to see their own inner selves illuminated. In neighboring villages, priests report an increase in confessions and churches. Floods during the night, people returning after years away. It's not hysteria, it's awakening. The priest wrote to colleagues affirming that the burden doesn't belong to him but to the mother who chose the day, hour, and manner, and that he will only be a voice. Meanwhile, beyond the village, unsettling reports emerge in Naples. Students gathered in adoration witnessed a vertical beam of light crossing the sky for 7 minutes without technical explanation, and some returned to the practice of their faith. In Quito, Father Miguel Santos recounts recurring dreams of a luminous cross dividing the sky in two, pulsating with the color of Christ's blood, and upon awakening, he feels compelled to pray the sorrowful mysteries. These experiences are being evaluated but add up to a larger scenario. Something is underway, silent yet irresistible, like the moment when the air becomes dense before a storm and the world holds its breath, awaiting what is about to be revealed. And my beloved children, listen with attentive and humble hearts to what I tell you. In year, I have called for conversion, penance, and persevering faith. I speak not to instill fear, but to awaken your sleeping souls. A terrible evil arises when hearts turn away from God, when sin ceases to be fought and is instead accepted as something commonplace. This evil does not begin in wars or catastrophes, but within the human heart that closes itself off. My children, how many of you have lived days of spiritual indifference, choosing paths that lead you away from the light of my Son? How many have allowed pride, envy, impurity, and unforgiveness to govern your decisions? The world is moving towards a great purification not because God wishes to destroy it, but because humanity insists on destroying itself by rejecting divine love. I tell you, be stronger. The strength I ask of you is not that of the body, but that of the soul that remains firm even when everything around seems to crumble. There will be times of confusion, of disasters, of collective suffering, and many will ask where God is. But God will be where He has always been, in the heart that prays, in the family that remains united, in the soul that repents and seeks to begin again. Do not wait for destruction to come before you desire to change. Conversion begins now. Every act of love, every gesture of sincere repentance, every choice for truth weakens the darkness that tries to advance. Evil grows when it finds fertile ground, but it retreats when it encounters a soul determined to live in grace. My children, the world will go through great trials, and many will be scandalized. However, those who remain firm in faith will not be destroyed inwardly. Even if everything seems to crumble outwardly, the soul that trusts is not lost. It is necessary to watch, discern, abandon the sin that imprisons you and rebuild your spiritual life on the rock that is Christ. I enfold you with my maternal mantle, but I need your decision. Do not play with sin. Do not negotiate with that which corrodes your soul. True protection is born from obedience to God, from sacramental life, from sincere charity and perseverance. Be light in the midst of darkness. Be a witness when others despair. Be living faith when many deny. Evil will not have the last word over those who choose to remain in the love of God. Turn to the Lord while there is still time. Strengthen your faith. Prepare your hearts. And fear not, for a mother never abandons her children, especially in the most difficult days. I have insistently called for sincere conversion, persevering prayer, and a true return to God. These are not empty words, not distant warnings. They are urgent appeals, born of the love that desires to save, protect, and guide each of you on the path of light. A terrible evil approaches when men choose to live separated from grace. This evil arises not only as external events, but as a consequence of hardened hearts, divided families, abandoned faith, and despised sacraments. When humanity insists on living as if God did not exist, a spiritual void is created that opens doors to destruction. My children, how many of you have lived a life marked by repeated sins, justifying errors, becoming accustomed to that which wounds your soul? Sin, when not combated, becomes a chain that imprisons. And a humanity imprisoned by sin walks towards its own ruin. The world may undergo a great purification, and many will see this only as tragedy, but few will understand that it is also a call to profound transformation. I implore you, be strong, not the proud strength that trusts only in itself, but the humble strength that relies on Him. He is the unshakable rock. When human structures fail, when systems crumble, when news brings fear and uncertainty, only those who are grounded in Him will remain standing inwardly. The world may experience times of great moral confusion. What is right will be called wrong, and what is wrong will be exalted as virtue. Many will lose discernment. There will be divisions, conflicts, natural and spiritual disasters. But understand, the greatest destruction is not material but spiritual. A lost soul is a greater pain than any visible ruin. Therefore, I insist, return to the essential. Rebuild your lives on daily prayer. Seek the sacraments with a repentant heart. Forgive before resentment consumes you. Restore your families. Educate your children in the faith even if the world mocks you. Do not be ashamed to live as children of God. My children, many ask, why so many warnings? Because love prevents. A mother warns before the danger materializes. I reveal this to you not to cause panic, but to prepare you. He who prepares himself spiritually will not be surprised. Even in the midst of tribulation, he will have inner peace. Do not wait for extraordinary signs to change. The greatest sign is the restlessness you feel in your heart when you hear this call. It is the Spirit that moves you to repentance. Do not harden your hearts. Do not postpone conversion until tomorrow. Each day is an opportunity for a new beginning. The world may go through a great purification, but remember, after the storm comes renewal. God does not allow trials without also offering the grace necessary to endure them. Those who remain faithful will experience a strength that does not come from the earth, but from heaven. Be vigilant. Take care of what enters your homes, what feeds your minds, what occupies your time. Many destructions begin silently through small concessions. Guard your eyes, your thoughts, and your desires. Be consistent with the faith you profess. I walk with you in every tear, in every inner struggle, in every sincere attempt at change. I am by your side. My mantle especially covers those who, even falling, rise with humility and wish to begin again. Do not fear what is to come if you are firm in God. Fear only losing grace through indifference. Strengthen yourselves now. Choose the light now. Live as children of hope. And when the world trembles, may your faith remain unshakable. When many despair, may your trust be a testimony. When evil tries to advance, may it find in you a wall built of prayer, obedience, and love. I love you with a mother's love. And out of love I call you, I insist, and I lead you back to the heart of my Son. Remain steadfast, remain faithful, remain in the light. My dear children, listen to the voice of this mother who calls you with tenderness and firmness. In the face of all that you see happening around you, do not allow fear to dominate you, nor the world to destroy you from within. The world may shake structures, it may confuse minds, it may seduce hearts with empty promises, but it has no power over the soul that remains in God. Have faith, my children. Living faith, persevering faith. Faith that does not depend on circumstances. Many of you have allowed the worries, temptations, and pressures of the present time to weaken your confidence. Little by little, without realizing it, some drift away from divine protection because they begin to trust more in the voices of the world than in the voice of heaven. I tell you, do not give your hearts over to discouragement. Do not accept as normal that which distances you from grace. The world tries to mold your choices, relativizing to condemn sin, to weaken your spiritual vigilance. But you have been called to something greater. You have been called to walk in the light of God, which is a safe path even when everything seems uncertain. Do not let the world take you off the path of protection. True protection is not only in external cares, but in a well-guarded inner life. A soul that prays, that watches, that seeks to live in truth, builds an invisible refuge that no storm can destroy. When you remain in grace, when you fight against sin, when you choose forgiveness instead of resentment, you are under the protection of the Most High. Come to me, my dear children. Do not be afraid to approach. I welcome your weaknesses, your mistakes, your falls. Do not come only when you are strong. Come especially when you feel weak. A mother does not reject her wounded child. She envelopes him with even more care. How many of you carry silent anxieties, fears that you do not share with anyone? How many struggle against habits that distance you from peace? I see every hidden battle. I intercede for every tear not shed. But I need you to take a step towards the light. I need you to choose to remain on the path of faith. Be vigilant within your homes. Protect your families with prayer and example. The world tries to enter silently, through small concessions, through constant distractions, through values that seem harmless, but which little by little weaken spiritual life. Do not be careless. Guard your hearts, for it is there that the true battle begins. Have courage. Even if you are a minority, even if you are misunderstood, do not abandon the truth. Silent faithfulness deeply pleases God. Every act of perseverance strengthens not only you, but also others who, observing you, will find hope. My children, you were not created to live in darkness. You were called to the light, to holiness, to fullness of life. The world offers shortcuts that seem easy, but which lead to emptiness. The path of God demands effort, renunciation, and humility, but leads to a peace that nothing can steal. Come to me, draw near with confidence. Allow me to lead you to the heart of my Son. Allow me to teach you to remain steadfast when everything around you tries to lead you astray. Do not stray from the protection that heaven offers you. I am with you in daily struggles, in difficult decisions, in temptations overcome. Do not be discouraged. Have faith. Remain on the path. And even if the world tries to bring you down, a soul firmly rooted in God will never be truly destroyed. In the face of so much turbulence, of so many voices competing for your attention, choose to listen to that which leads to life. Have faith, my children. Faith will be your anchor when the world seems to lose its balance. Do not allow the world to destroy you inwardly. The most dangerous destruction is not that which affects material possessions, but that which corrodes the soul slowly, through indifference, sin accepted without repentance, the spiritual coldness that sets in when prayer is abandoned. Many begin strong, full of fervor, but little by little they allow themselves to be enveloped by weariness, distractions, and the seduction of fleeting things. I ask you for vigilance. The world tries to normalize that which wounds the soul. It tries to convince you that there is no problem in living far from God. It tries to weaken your conscience so that you no longer feel the weight of error. But when the conscience is silent, the heart sickens. Do not let this happen to you. Remain on the path of protection. This protection is born from intimacy with Him. When you are united with Him, even if you face struggles, you are not alone. Grace sustains you, strengthens you, lifts you up when you fall. Evil may try to approach, but it finds resistance in a soul that lives in the light. My dear children, come to me with confidence. I lead you to safe refuge. Do not approach only with words, but with a sincere decision to change that which needs to be transformed. If there are habits that distance you from grace, abandon them. If there are relationships that drag you away from God, ask for discernment and courage. If there are grudges held, free yourselves through forgiveness. The world offers fleeting applause, but steals lasting peace. It offers quick pleasures, but leaves a deep emptiness. Do not exchange the joy that comes from God for satisfactions that soon turn into restlessness. You were created for something eternal, not to live trapped in what is superficial. I see your hidden struggles. I see the silent effort of those who try to remain faithful amidst so much pressure. I also see those who are on the verge of giving up. To them I say, do not be discouraged. One fall does not define your destiny. Get up as many times as necessary. Heaven rejoices in every sincere new beginning. Protect your homes. Make your homes places of prayer and respect. The environment you cultivate within your homes profoundly influences your souls. Where there is dialogue, forgiveness, and a search for God, evil finds it difficult to remain. Where there is constant division and absence of spirituality, darkness finds space. My children, do not let fear govern your decisions. Trust. Even if the world goes through difficult times, even if you see signs of disorder and suffering, remember that God remains sovereign. He who remains faithful will not be abandoned. Come to me, approach me with simplicity. Allow me to teach you to persevere. Allow me to strengthen your hope when it is weak. I enfold you with my maternal care, but I need you to give your daily yes to God. Be light where there is darkness. Be firmness where there is confusion. Be hope where there is despair. Do not surrender your souls to the spirit of the world. Remain in the truth even if it requires renunciation. I love you deeply, and it is out of love that I insist. Have faith. Remain in divine protection. Do not let the world drag you away from the path of salvation. Walk with me, and I will always lead you closer to the heart of my Son. Do not get lost. Do not allow rash decisions to lead you astray. May hidden vices, harbored resentments, and disordered desires guide your steps. Every small concession to error creates fissures within, and when the soul weakens, the enemy finds space. I implore you, Watch over your thoughts, your words, that which feeds your eyes and occupies your time. Have firm faith in him. He is the sure path. When you remain united to him, even if you face struggles, you will not destroy yourselves inwardly. Faith is not just a feeling. It is a daily decision to remain in the truth, even when the world offers easier shortcuts. Protect your homes, my children. The home is the first spiritual battlefield. It is there that love must be cultivated, that forgiveness must be practiced, that prayer must find space. Do not let constant arguments, lack of dialogue, absence of God, and negative influences take over your homes. Where God is remembered, their peace finds a dwelling. Take care of the environment you create within your homes. A house may be large and beautiful on the outside, but if it is empty of faith, it becomes fragile. On the other hand, even a simple house, when built upon prayer, respect, and charity, becomes a spiritual fortress. Do not underestimate the power of a home united in the pursuit of God. My dear children, do not self-destruct through repeated choices that you know harm you. Constant sin hardens the heart and darkens the mind. But there is always time to start again. There is always a way back. If you have fallen, rise. If you have strayed, return. Heaven rejoices more in a repentant heart than in an appearance of perfection without truth. Do not let pride prevent you from changing. Do not let fear paralyze you. Faith strengthens you, restores you, and protects you. When you choose to live in grace, you are building invisible protection around yourselves and your families. I am with you in every sincere effort of transformation. I envelop your homes with my maternal care, but I need you to embrace faith with determination. Do not lose yourselves in the deceptions of the world. Do not destroy yourselves by neglecting the spiritual life. Have faith, my children. Protect your homes. Stand firm. Even amidst difficulties, the light will not be extinguished in the house of those who trust in God. My deeply beloved children, listen to me with open hearts, willing to change. I ask you once more, have faith. Not a fragile faith, shaken by the first contrary wind, but a rooted, firm faith, sustained by complete trust in him. When faith is true, it sustains the soul even in the darkest nights. Do not lose yourselves, my children. Many begin to lose themselves silently, almost imperceptibly. It is not overnight that the soul drifts away. It happens gradually, when prayer becomes rare, when repentance is postponed, when one begins to justify what was previously recognized as error. Thus begins spiritual self-destruction. And when the soul weakens, loses peace, loses clarity, loses strength, I implore you, do not destroy yourselves. Do not allow pride to prevent you from asking for forgiveness. Do not let envy, impurity, anger, or selfishness govern your decisions. Every sin repeated without repentance creates invisible chains, but every act of humility breaks those chains. My dear children, protect your homes with vigilance and love. The home is sacred. It is there that children learn to love, that hearts are formed, that faith can flourish or disappear. Do not let spiritual coldness enter your homes. Do not allow division, lack of dialogue, and the absence of God to take deep root. Pray together. Talk with respect. Forgive quickly. Do not sleep with a heart full of resentment. Small daily actions build or destroy the peace of the home. Remember that true protection is not only in closed doors, but in hearts open to grace. The world tries to invade your homes through constant distractions, distorted values, and messages that relativize good and evil. Watch, discern. Not everything that seems harmless strengthens your soul. Protect especially children and young people, for their hearts are more sensitive to influences. My children, do not be afraid to be different. If it is necessary to swim against the current, so be it. It is better to walk with God and be misunderstood than to be applauded by the world and lose inner peace. Fidelity requires courage, but brings eternal reward. If you have fallen, rise. If you feel weak, seek strength in prayer. If you have strayed, return without fear. I never tire of interceding for you. My love does not diminish because of your failings. On the contrary, it manifests itself even more when you see your need for God. Strengthen faith within your homes. Place God at the center of your decisions. Before any important choice, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to or further away from grace? This simple question can prevent great falls. My children, the world passes, fashions pass, opinions change, but the truth remains. Build your lives on that which is eternal. Do not self-destruct in the pursuit of fleeting desires. Seek that which nourishes the soul and gives profound meaning to existence. I walk with you in every invisible struggle, in every inner battle, in every difficult decision. I am near. Trust. Have faith. Protect your homes with prayer, love, and vigilance. And even if we face storms, the house built upon faith will not fall, because it will be founded on the rock that is Christ.